During the 1930s, Americans were depressed against forces they didn't understand, like me, John Bon Dillinger first. I was an outlaw. There were a couple heroes, not many of us, who took what we wanted at gunpoint. You know, kind of like robbers, because that's what we did. We came to invoke the gangster era and started mass emotion to a degree rarely seen in the country. Me, John Bon Dillinger, John Jovi Bon the first, was once dominated in the headlines. I'm a notorious and vicious thief, and from September of 1933 until July of 1934, me and a violent gang terrorized midnights, killing 10 men, wounding 7 others, robbing banks every day. Oh, I thought this thing lagged for a sec. This computer's lagging and I'm videotaping it still. Robbing banks and police arsenals and staging 3 jailbreaks, killing a sheriff during one time and wounding 2 guards another. What are you doing? Okay, so unfortunately, my life had to come to an end. My fabulous, glorious, pimping, awesome, fast cars, beautiful women, good food life had to come to an end when I was gunned down outside of a movie theater by FBI agents. They kind of shot me. I kind of died. But then they made a movie out of it called Public Enemies. I'm played by Johnny Depp. Can't you see the resemblance? I'm all Johnny Depp. That's what I did. So that's about it. So yeah.
My name is Charles Luciano. My nickname, but you guys can just call me Lucky. I was born in Sicily, Italy on November 24th, 1897. During the 1920s and the prohibition of alcohol, it created a lot of opportunities for criminals like me to make a lot of money. I became one of the big six of bootlegging, along with Mayor Lansky, Bugsky Siegel, and quite a few others. In 1929, I lived up to my nickname Lucky by surviving a savage attack. I was abducted by a group of men who beat and stabbed me and left me for dead on Staten Island. I was discovered later by a police officer and taken to the hospital. It was unclear who ordered the attack, but a lot of people suspected it was a crime boss. It was the crime boss, Sarah. Rising to power, I took over Masseria's position as top boss in Marzano's approval. I became one of the leaders of the city's 5 families, taking my place along such infamous figures as Joseph Bono, Joseph Profaci, Tom, I can't say his last name, but unfortunately for me, Marzano viewed me as a threat and ordered a hit on me. But I was able to strike him first, having some of his men take out Marzano in his office in September 1931. In 1929, I lived up to my nickname Lucky by surviving a savage attack. I was abducted by a group of men who beat and stabbed me, left me for dead on a beach in Staten Island. I survived. I survived and was discovered by a police officer and taken to the hospital. It was really unclear who ordered the attack, but some speculated that it was police or top crime boss in this area.
Where's the money bag?
I think he's dead.
Well, hello. I am General Warren, but my friends all just call me General. I had a troubled childhood, you could say. Growing up, living in a whorehouse, and then becoming a pimp. Oh yes, those were the days. But my career left me from being a pimp into a famous pianist, which has been very prosperous for me in the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But other than that, I have been very successful with my career as a pianist, but my past definitely does haunt me some days, especially those days back with Lucky Luciano and John Dillinger.